Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for another episode of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. In the last episode, we did our first couple of jobs as bracers. I got myself horribly lost, and now we're on Pretzel Farm, or as I'm going to be calling it, Pretzel Farm, because they've been having some monster trouble. And the monster is me. I keep walking on all their crops. I'm just checking to make sure that they're not hiding anything from me. Like chickens. Chicken! You really shouldn't let your chickens run around on your crops either. It's not entirely sanitary. Oh, Joshua, Estelle. Hi, Cher. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Okay.
It's Joshua! Did you come to play with me?
I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work.
Work? That's no fun if we can't play.
Maybe later if there's time. The kids here really like you, Joshua. Well, it's because I don't yell at them, Estelle. Let's go loot their house. Tio is outside, which means that nobody is guarding the valuables. I can't loot anything. This is awful. I just want to loot one thing. Just give me one thing to loot. Come on. Gimme. This is a JRPG. Everything belongs to me. This is a nice house. Lame. You're all lame. Where's Tio? There's Tio. Hi, Tio. Oh, wait, no, that's a cow. That's a cow. Hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle and Joshua, too. Tio is not important because Tio does not have a sprite. Did you guys come for a visit? Or a character portrait? Not exactly. We're here on Bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explain that they're here to do their father's work because he's away. You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case for the past several days now, thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night? It's very perceptive. Wait, farm monsters coming out at night? This is the ranch from Majora's Mask all over again. Be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Are you back in the house now? Yep. I sequence triggered you back home. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Pretzel. How is everyone getting on these days? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? We're actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Got the guild, given the guild referral. Is that so? But don't you think this job's a little dangerous for the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you would get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. We killed sewer monsters. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you won't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Yeah, all right then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Pretzel. Can you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're terribly nimble. Or extremely nimble. I've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. They sound like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover at night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Now how about taking a load off until then? I assume you'll be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word, you bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Pretzel. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of her time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up with something special that'll live up to your expectations. I call it pretzels. I really want to dub over the alien attack music from Majora's Mask, but I won't. Oh, that was delicious! Why are we talking about dinner in our room? Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's good when because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. The little one's jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe even tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it, with those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair. It's only natural he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? We're doing the JRPG trope of the close friend that doesn't realize. Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he's turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't even know how I should begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him to not confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it'd be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. The fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Fun. Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's bedtime to do our rounds. Oh, alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Alright, be careful out there, Estelle. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. Yeah, Estelle is dense. It seems that the monsters always show up around this time. We better get outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle? Gotta ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, you've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and I mean to say I still come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. Estelle. So if there's anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot? What are you trying to say? Nothing, I just want to let you know I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense is Tio putting into this girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So, Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and move on to the field stable greenhouses. Excuse me. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. All right, let's go. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything over here. Yep. Is all clear. How you doing, cows? Good to know, good to know. No monsters here. Let's keep moving. Are they over here? It's awfully quiet. I hear all the bugs chirping. Doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey Joshua, did I ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch? Now, there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Sephiroth? Sephiroth is the one that delivers babies? I knew it! Yeah, it differs depending on the region. How about we get back to work? Okay. Estelle is an interesting character. Nothing over here. Let's check inside the greenhouse. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the ornaments sure give this place a romantic ambiance. Makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. Ah, you're definitely a ditz, Estelle. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. They're perfect together. Psst, look! Ho ho ho, buddy. It's an evil chinchilla. It's getting away! Can't get back here, you little furball! I could still sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Very good. Well, good, because it's about to get caught. Where are you, little jerk? You down here now? No. I have to stop pressing this button. I don't like that the cancel button is also the menu button. That drives me out of my mind. It's not over here. Where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. Ah! Too bad, I guess it noticed us trying to sneak up on it. I'm gonna catch a little bugger the next time I see it. You over here now? Where the heck did it go? Oh. Not again! Ah, for being such a ball of chub, what's with those speedy feet? I admit the creature's a nimble one. I get the feeling its instincts are much sharper than how fast it can run. Even so, as an opening we can take advantage of. An opening? It appears to have a habit of letting down its guard whenever it scampers off. If we can catch it off guard and sneak up on it from behind, we might be able to get lucky enough to bag it. Not a bad idea, so we close in on it from behind as it's running away, right? Let's give it a shot. Alright. Okay, it's over there now. Good news, it trapped itself. Aha! Got him! Think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts. Stay alert and don't let your guard down. Oh, there's 3 of them. And one of them is big, of course it is. Let's see. Crop Muncher. And Giant Crop Muncher with less health? Why? Alright, anyway, we get a critical this turn, so let's take advantage of it. Preparing to use arts. Wonderful. Strength up. Oh, stop munching those crops, you jerk. Ow. You're gonna use an art. Airstrike. Ow. Yeah, I can't keep this at like regular speed for this. Yeah, let's just do regular attacks with these guys for now. Stop munching. Stop munching! Got a critical munch. Okay, let's try using arts. Ow. And not dying. Yeah, there's not really much I can do there, so let's just... Ow. Okay, that's 1. Preparing to use arts. Let's heal ourselves, because he apparently enjoys targeting me. Soul Blur. If you don't team up on them, then they just like heal way too easily. Okay, so you're dead now. Okay, I see how it is. I could use a fancy attack. Or we could just get close to you and smack you upside the head. There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Got a dirty carrot. My goodness, the work of a bracer is something. Oh, the work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters. It was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though, now they've been caught, what are you gonna do with them? Do we really have to exterminate them? Of course we do, Estelle. It's the whole reason we came up here in the first place. But they're so squeaky! But the mission of the Bracers is protect civilians and uphold justice. Showing mercy to a bunch of monsters is just absurd and completely illogical. I see what you're getting at, but... You know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so... What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. That's not how it works with animals, but okay. Tio, Mrs. Pretzel. In this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive in the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but you might, would you mind sparing these creatures just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffer the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know you two had come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise ways to prevent this from happening again. Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. Get! If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram!
Mika!
Well, I consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night.
Sounds good to me.
I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really late. How about we hit the sack? Joshua, what's wrong? I'm sorry. I made this situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? You talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. That's ridiculous. I'm sure that's not the answer. Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle, I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years. Oh my god, please don't, you've just been watching me all the time. That's creepy. I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I wouldn't allow you to just disregard everything as a bunch of nonsense. I don't even want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry, it was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's really all that matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. It's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you could just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. Huh, I got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Aww. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize if things aren't turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio, Mrs. Pretzel. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Did it again. You son of a gun. Let's head all the way back to town. For a second I thought there was like a cutscene loading and I was getting very worried. Oh wow, there's a lot of new stuff. Mushroom hunt. I'm looking for a rare mushroom. Should be an easy, fun job. Landing port. I'm looking for someone to replace a man functioning orbment, lighten the road, lamp up Milchmain Road, Melder's Over Factory. Searching for a flower known as a bear claw and a savory pinion. Mistwold south of Roland, the ladder comes into Insight Lane. Well, we definitely have a savory pinion. Soldiers stationed at the Vert Bridge are looking to undergo special training or looking for a few good men or women to play part of enemy soldiers. Vert checkpoint. Okay. Cool. Good morning. How did the job of the farm go? Had a few bumps, but let me give you a brief report. Blah, 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 blah. We got payment for the Pretzel farm. And a whole bunch of BP. Oh, 1 BP. That's not a whole bunch. That's 1. We did get $1,000, and we got to rank 8. Yay! Information quartz as a perk. Informant, excuse me. I see you ended up setting monsters free because the purples... Yeah, okay, now that the purple family requested you to do so, I think it was premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further. Is it okay to leave things at that? A mission of Embracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us, and there are many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a Bracer, it is your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed, our work has very profound implications if you think about it that way. That's because we aren't an organization that deals strictly with monster problems. We also intervene when disputes arise between nations. To become a high-ranking Bracer, one must have more than combat strength. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required. A sharp mind and problem-solving, huh? The road to big league sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought. Well, your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. And since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Yeah! I'm ready for anything! What do you got? Not this time. The next job will entail the transportation of goods. Get this, your client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself. Really? A request from the mayor? Do you think he'll be alright leaving such an important task up to us? From what I heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly. Okay, cool. We're not going to do it this episode. We're going to do these things. So let's go to the landing port and talk to Orvid about the mushroom first. Are you Orvid? No. No, you're a sign. Go away. Darn Bracers, how long? Okay, if they don't turn gay, I'm gonna miss my flight. I should have expected as much from a real backwater burg like this. Excuse me? Oh? Oh, well, I'll be. That's a Bracer emblem. I'm not mistaken. I've been waiting for you to show up. I've been at your job. Okay, let's listen. So we got some time. Great, this will help me out a lot. Alright, give me a rundown and explain. Let me give you a rundown. Let me formally introduce myself. I am Orvid, representative of Orvid Co. Limited. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua. Nice to meet you. Estelle and Joshua, is it? The two of you are quite young, if I do say so myself. Well, we're actually pretty new to this whole Bracer thing. Greenhorns? Oh, well, I guess you have to do. Pardon? Never mind, I was just talking to myself. Alright, let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Okay. At the moment, I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the firefly fungus. It's said that it only grows in soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked here in Roland, but no shop seems to carry it. However, it is a vital necessity that I get my hands on one, so I put in a request at the guild house. Soil rich with septium, huh? I can only think of Malga Trail as a possible location. You know any other characteristics of these mushrooms? It seems that it normally grows in areas with patches of grass. However, since it's buried in the dirt, if you don't look closely, you won't find it. Geez, this one sounds like it's going to be a pain. But once you dig up one, you'll know if it's firefly fungus or not. For one thing, it glows with a light green color. So that's why it's called firefly fungus? Well, that makes sense. Alright, have I explained things clearly enough? Basically, all we need to do is find a glowing mushroom on a patch of grass along Malga Trail. Looks that way to me. If they're really growing in the ground, you probably won't be able to find one so easily. If you run into any trouble, come back and speak with me again. I'll ask that you find one as soon as possible. Alright, I guess we'll go to Malga Trail. I'm just gonna skip ahead to finding it because, yeah, you guys don't need to follow along with that. Okay, so we're at the end of that trail where we found the white bracer or whatever it was. Aha! What's with the sudden outburst? I found it! Now to claim our prize. There it is. Isn't that... You think so too? The place is growing seems about right. It's got that soft green glow. It has got to be the firefly fungus about what his face was talking about. You mean Orbit, right? Yeah, that's what I meant. It doesn't look at all that tasty, but I'm sure it's pretty for a mushroom. Almost like the glow of Septium, if you ask me. Septium? What's up, Joshua? I may be worrying too much, but I think you better put that mushroom in your bag quickly, Estelle. Put that... Oh, come on. Like I figured. This mushroom attracts... Estelle, look out! Oh boy. Alright, so we got boss time, kind of. Well, not bosses. We got these guys, but they're just standard enemies, right? I should be able to just magic them into oblivion. Ow. Yeah, they're just regular enemies. They're not even doing damage to me. Good. As an aside, I am really tired. Oh, okay. So you just stay on the art thing, but you don't stay on the specific art that I chose. Okay, cool. I'm getting really tired of those, like, ladybug beetle enemies. Now, that was a surprise, I can tell you. Did you put that thing away? Yep, it's all taken care of. The light emitted by raw septium has the power to attract monsters. This mushroom also seems to have the same effect. Oh, that sneaky merchant. He never mentioned a single thing about this. Anyway, let's hurry back to town. Right. Just wait till I get my hands on you, conniving merchant. God, calm down. I hate you so much. At least the running away option seems to be, like, really easy to do in this game. What's that you say? You found the mushroom? Yep, we found it all right. Oh, wonderful! But it might be different than the one we heard about from you. You see, this mushroom attracts monsters. Oh, well, it's like this. So even though you knew the risk, you hired us for the job, Orvid?
What? How was I supposed to know something like that? Besides, the rest of his job is to deal with danger, right?
Well, a little heads up would have been nice, so you could have at least been prepared.
No.
Never mind us. The big question here is your motive. What do you intend to use this mushroom for? Yeah, this thing could be a weapon. Fess up, you had some big nefarious plan in mind, right? Nefarious mushroom plan! That's the worst kind of plan, by the way. Mushrooms are evil.
What? Isn't it obvious what I'm going to use it for? For cooking, of course.
What? Cooking? Are you trying to tell me that people actually eat this thing?
That's why it's such a pain to deal with country bumpkins. In the hands of a skilled chef, the more distinct the ingredient, the more profound the taste. From that perspective, the firefly fungus is the king of them all. This is, no doubt, the ultimate ingredient.
So pretty much what you're saying is that it's for people with bizarre eating habits.
That's the talk of one unacquainted with true delicacy. But then again, commoners such as yourselves would never have an opportunity to try such dishes.
Praise be to heaven for that. I never want to gnaw on a ratty green mushroom like that. Great, it looks pretty nasty.
Anyway, I have other business preparations to make. Now, if you don't mind, I'll ask you to hand over the mushroom and leave.
Yeah, please take it.
On behalf of this mushroom, I shall turn a blind eye to your ignorance. And as promised, I will pay you, so be grateful to your client.
No one's gonna buy that mushroom, I hope you know. Come on, Joshua, let's go. Please excuse us, we'll be going now.
Oh, yes, please do.
Jerk. You jerk.
Is there something else? I'm busy preparing for business. Leave me alone.
Okay, let's go return the thing, and that'll be it for the episode. So yeah, fun times. Got 700 bucks and 3 BP for that, so that's nice. And next time on, I was about to say Tales of Vesperia, we're going to go find a about or replacement. Goodbye, everybody. This has been Sephiroth1204 with Trails in the Sky for Much Games. Bye-bye.